Hey guys, Louie here, and happy weekend. I'm glad we made it. Wow, what a crazy week it was. I'm going to give you some thoughts. I'm going to continue sorting out some silver collectible coins, just kind of fiddling through things as I give you a couple of thoughts. And I have to say, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really disappointed in silver. It's just so disappointing when you see the safe haven asset get thrown out along with all of the other highly inflated assets, because silver is not highly inflated. Silver is a value, in my opinion. But right now, I think liquidity is the thing that's driving the market, and the lack of liquidity is is driving precious metals prices down. There's some beautiful old trade units, 2-ounce trade units. Very nice. Yeah, so I guess what we're seeing is the leverage in the system. And although most of us don't really use leverage with precious metals, I think when the prices start going up, when the momentum comes back in the market, so do the momentum traders, and they trade on margin. And I think they were getting slaughtered all over the place this week. So excellent week to not be in stocks. Of course, I've been saying that for a very long time, and was wrong for a very long time, and now kind of right. So I'm really happy to see my retirement accounts not being damaged at all. I did lose a few $100s on a silver trade, and I never entered the platinum trade that I was talking about maybe doing. But my retirement account is intact and actually went up as a result of the bonds that I hold. People say, beware of bonds and fixed income, but that is just the place that I choose to be right now, along with my 10% holdings in precious metals. And that's also why I'm not devastated when the precious metals prices fall. Look at those Libertads, edge lettered. Yeah, so when the silver prices fall, it is disappointing, but it is not the end of the world, because we'll be back up. I'm afraid, from what I've been reading, some technical damage has really been done in the charts. And silver, got creamed for sure. But I think the gold holders may want to get ready for another move down, because according to a technical analyst that I follow, it looks like 1450 may be in the cards for gold, which would definitely be a buy. But this particular analyst, predicted the rise in gold, also predicted when to sell at the top, and now he's targeting 1450 as potential downside. Oh, look at that! Another custom pour. Sorry about the lighting. Got my name on it. Oh yeah, that looks like a Vulcan piece. Yeah, I'm sure that is a Mrs. Vulcan. Yeah, you see the flying V on top. So that's a Mrs. Vulcan poured silver piece. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah, so I think gold may have its time here to go down for a little bit, but you know, it just is what it is. But I think the greater market is the bigger news, and the damage has been done. Whether or not you expect there to be a pop back up, and we could see a 2,000 point up day easily, you know, when the people that want the markets to go up do everything they can to achieve that. So, you know, we could have that, but honestly, at this point, that would look like a selling opportunity for for the Dow. Let's see what this is. So, yeah, I'm glad to be out of the Dow, but I know not everybody can be out of the markets. Wow. 1902 New Orleans, MS64. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's what I collect is the MS64s, PCGS MS64s in the Morgans. Okay, I don't think I think I bought this a while ago, but if you can pick up something like that for 40 bucks or so, oh gee, I paid 65 for this. So paid 65 for that one. Might be a rarer date, might be a harder date, which pardon the noise. As your collection progresses, you know, then you got to move to the more expensive dates, right? Oh, the Puffin. The Puffin. That was kind of a flash in the pan, wasn't it? Doggone Puffins. I don't know that that series has any legs at all, but I could be wrong. Keep an eye out for the Perth Mint Silver Swans. What is it, third year? Fourth year, something like that. Believe that they're going to release momentarily, and if you can get them for under $30, that'd be a pretty good collectible. That series definitely has legs. And there is the Puffin. Very cute. And if I were going to be spending some money due to the sales tax issue, I'd be shopping nearly exclusively at Monument Metals. They've got some pretty good deals. I saw rolls of Eagles well under $400 shipped, no sales tax. This morning. There is Mount Fuji. Those are old. Let's put that back together. Yeah, I do think that we could have a little more damage, especially in gold. If we're going to go down for a while, so be it. Oh, look at that. There's an original coin keeper. Oh, I guess she had Silvertown engrave those for her. That might have been one of her first giveaways. And so, you know, events in the world are unfolding, and it looks fairly dire at this point. And so, you know, in America, people are starting to wake up and prepare themselves and stock up on those things that will be lost, will be unavailable when the supply chain cracks, which I think it will. And I don't think this is a 3-month event. I think this is potentially the oh my gosh, you know, so much damage is going to be done because businesses cannot, well, there's a mosquito flying around in here. He likes my silver. You know, it's hard to recover from a loss of revenue. Mickey Mouse coins. They're not coins, they're rounds. There's some good old kookaburras. Here's a whole roll. And I can think of worse things to have than a full roll of kooks. Not commanding as high a premium as they used to, but as they get older, they will mature, and that premium will go up. Unless you're desperation selling, you know, to the LCS, which I don't advise you do. I don't advise that you that you get heavier into precious metals than you can afford to, so that you don't have to liquidate. Oh, and there is second year of the Swan. That is the coin. That is the coin that I think is releasing just momentarily. I'd look for that maybe on Monday or Tuesday. Try to get them under 30 bucks if you're collecting that series. But they've been pretty good investments, again, at a retail level. Oh my gosh, what do we got in here? Whew. That looks like a Balboa. Oh, it's a 50. It's a 50 centésimos Balboa. Always wanted to collect the Balboas, but they are hard to find at a good price, at least in my part of the world. It's a beautiful Balboa. Yeah, I think I recall purchasing that. Here is a barber. I think that was also a gift. They're beautiful, those barbers. Look at that, 10 cents. As I was saying, I think that the damage is going to be longer lived than most people think. And I think a lot of businesses will be going bust as a result of it. Now, they can make free, easy money. Oh, this is one of my guitar bars. So that is the Strat. Oh, God, that's beautiful. So there's the back. Yes, I made this bar. This is number 5 of 20 or 25. I can't recall. And that is the 67 Strat. I think that's the Hendrix Strat. But I toned this one, just making it just beautiful. Just beautiful. These are all 4 of my guitars in my guitar series were custom made, actual replica. So that's an exact replica of a 67 Strat. Oh, look what else I got in here. I got the Flying V in here as well. This one is also number 5. I think the person that wanted number 5 never followed through, so I still have those. That is the Flying V. That is the Albert King weapon of choice. Oh man, I love my guitar bars. Yeah, but they were saying, I think I heard someone say, I think it was Backyard Bullion, said that, even he's trying to get graphite molds, and, he can't get the graphite molds at a reasonable price because they all came from China. Not all, but his particular ones came from China. So, there's a break in the supply chain, and people are going to be tightening up their purses. I mean, when you lose 10 grand in the stock market over a week, or whatever your number might be, you're not going to be spending money as freely as you would when you're up 10 grand. Here's a 20 count of, oh wow. So that is there's a tube of Swans. I believe that is the second year. It is 2019, so that was the last release of Swans. And I believe I bought a few of these because of the sales tax issue with Apmex. I try to get over $1,500 when I'm buying silver, although in the current collector market, I'm not sure that is so wise to do. But so I probably will not go after the new release. There is a Bay City Bullion piece. Beautiful, talented gentleman. Just beautiful. He's making some great stuff. Probably selling on Instagram or Metals Mafia. When silver was in the dumps, and before the sales tax issue, and when they had the eBay bucks and not, I loaded up on Scottsdale. Again today, not looking like such a bright move, but I just love the Scottsdale. And if you can get it for close to spot or $1 over spot, these are the stackable Scottsdales. I'll pull one of those out of there for you. So that was an eBay purchase. I don't want to grab the edge because the edge is smooth. It'll take fingerprints. But those lions do stack. And what are those? 5 ounce? I think they're 5 ounce lions. Just a beautiful product. You got to be careful when you store them, though. You don't want to scratch them up because they indent into each other. So that's nice. Not sorry to have that at all. And I'm sure I had a good price on those. They were doing screaming deals on eBay at one point. And spot was likely lower, although now that we're back down, you know, now that we're back down, can't say exactly that I made money on those. Oh, there's another Bay City Bullion piece. Beautiful. Sanded back. 10 ounce, but what's impressive about this ingot is the lines on the back. That's always nice when you get something like that. Not easy to do, guys. Not easy to do. For those of you that pour, you can pour. There are pourers, and then there are pourers that can do things like that. And so that's kind of a discerning collectible. And what else we got in here? Oh my gosh, there's a giant piece. What the heck is this? Oh, that's one of mine. And talk about pour lines. Well, you know, Louie can do some pour lines too. Look at that bar. That is just beautiful. That's a cast iron mold, as you can see from the back. 9.55 ounces. Just a bullion bar. There's only one of these that I poured. But just beautiful, beautiful bar. Needs to be polished a little bit. And what else we got in there? Oh yeah. So I had actually sold this bar on eBay and then couldn't find it. So I had to cancel the sale, but I think this particular Morgan bar goes for a pretty good premium. So anyway, I think I would look for the markets to make a bounce, and if I were nervous about the markets, I would sell a portion of what you have. I think other people will be selling into it for a little while. Oh, look at that. Yeah, man. Who made this? God, I don't remember his name, but I think I only have one of his pieces. But there's the maker mark, 4.6 ounces from Instagram. Isn't that nice? That's just perfect. Perfectly antiqued, perfectly poured. Beautiful, 4 ounces. Let's see. Yeah, I think I would just look to lighten up on the stock market if you're heavy into that. Oh, and there's our friend John, RMS. There's one of his first ace bars. Or rounds, I should say. Nice shiny one. We've got the striations on the back of this as well. 2.6 OZT. I'm a fan of the 2 ounce round. I think the 2 ounce format is just the perfect format for rounds because they're so nice and big and give you lots of room to express yourself. So that's John. Yeah, what else in here? Okay, so nothing wrong with a little tube of Franklin's. Probably purchased on special because I don't particularly... Oh, you know what? I think these are the ones I bought on eBay. They were a good price, but I believe these are cleaned. Or most were cleaned, which, you know, if you're buying BU Franklins, if they're cleaned, you might as well, you know, buy just the constitutional junk. So I think they cleaned these, which makes them not worth much more than 14 times face, I think. So that was not a good deal because the seller was not that reputable. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, I think that is about all I've got in this box. So we'll send you out with a little back on that guitar. And, you know, I hope you're getting everything you want. I hope you're not getting damaged in the Dow. Markets don't always just go up, all right? And the Fed can't fix this, all right? So I wish people would stop expecting the Fed to come in with helicopter money to fix a supply chain problem. This event, that is happening, the potential pandemic, is like one of the things that money can't fix. Only time can fix it. All the money in the world will not make the supply chain come back together when people are at risk. So your health and your safety are first, and money are second to most people I know. So don't think that this is going to get just band-aided over, tax cuts or more helicopter money. They got to fix the supply chain. They've got to get through the crisis, and I think that'll put us out several quarters. So I think this is probably the event that broke the system, and I think we'll see some serious disruptions from it. Again, not selling silver or gold, but I'm a little skeptical of gold at the moment, and silver, I'm just on my back. I did lose about $300 on silver the other day, but in comparison to the gains on some of the bonds I had in the retirement account, still made money in a 10% down market, so can't complain. See, I like that little rainbow toning there. It's a nice bar. All right, guys, give me your thoughts on the market and whether you're in or out or just, going to the beach. All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Louie out.